You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast with Humvee, Ilran, and DJ the DJ.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Rodney King should have got a head beat for driving drunk and being thrown in a Hyundai.
Yeah, I said it.
OJ did it.
Yeah, I said it.
And Rick Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit up like everything.
Yeah, I said it. That's another thing.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah, and we're back. The Yeah, I Said It podcast. Ilran is back.
And DJ the DJ, what up, though?
Okay, and now you have a silent killer, unheard of. Just call me Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we getting it in, man. Minus the Humvee.
Yeah, no Humvee tonight. He out there handling business.
Humvee had to go get his money tonight, so you know what it is, man. It's the 2 out of 3 one more time, man. But we getting it. We still getting it.
Yeah. We're going to all be in here one time soon.
Yeah, it's gonna always work. So this is what, episode 40?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I said it.
30s. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Midlife crisis.
Oh, man. I can't even say I made it there just yet.
Right.
Yeah, we all got a little time.
Yeah, got a little time to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got me a good 5.5 before I get there.
Speaking of, man, I got about a week left, and I'm on the downside of this 30 stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I haven't quite made it there yet. I'll catch 34 on April 8th, man. Next Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a little time to play with, man.
Yeah.
I'm still chasing it.
Turn into some old men right in front of your eyes, man.
Hey, that's not always a bad thing, though.
Yeah,
man.
beast the alternative.
Oh, yeah.
So,
The wisdom, though, wisdom.
yeah.
You get better with age.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
man.
like this stuff that we're drinking on.
Oh, yeah.
Who we got? Who we sponsored by today?
Oh, man, tonight, tonight, we're sipping on Knob Creek.
Yeah.
One of the Yeah, I Said It favorites.
Yep.
This time we got this smoked maple. This smoked maple Knob Creek is the truth.
Yes, for sure.
It's smooth. My first time, man, and I can say that I'm a fan already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Montoya's don't ride us too hard, man. I didn't go get some old bottom shelf. I got the one.
Yeah. No Creek. It's official.
All right, man. So who just starts it off or whatever and says what's on their mind, man?
Well, we always just go through our week or anything interesting that been happening. And so this is what's going on in my house. All right, so my son lies to me to go and see his girlfriend.
Oh, sneeze
He
out.
lies to me and lies to my mom, his mom, my wife, about where his whereabouts. So when he lies, it's obvious to me. I can see the lie coming
Yeah.
because he volunteers information way too far. Like, that's not him.
Right.
He's a,
'Cause he's
I
kinda
forgot
quiet.
to tell you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of quiet.
Yeah. So when he's forthcoming and he like early in the morning, hey, look, I got practice today.
You know something not right.
And then he gives an explanation for why he has practice.
yeah.
So my antenna's already up. I'm like, okay, some bullshit coming down the pike here soon. 2 o'clock, text message from him. Hey, I have to let Andrew use my Uber. Because he got the
On his
Uber app
phone?
on his phone.
Okay.
He's like, so it's going to be, something out the account. But he going to give me the cash. So I'm like...
That's a hustle.
Right, I'm like, okay.
That sounds
So-
like a hustle.
Yeah.
I was like, so
You got it.
here come the bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. So I wait. Now, on all of the phones in the house, you got to find my iPhone. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the app. Boom. It shows where he is. He's not where he's supposed to be. He's not at his school. He's at another school.
So he doesn't know that this
No, he
app-
knows, but he just...
He does it anyway. It's
Yeah, he
not
didn't
consciously,
think.
man.
Right,
He's
yeah.
not
He's,
thinking.
yeah. So I'm like, all
dumb
right.
teenager stuff.
Yeah. Typical.
So I'm like, so look, so I text him. You on your way to practice or you at practice or whatever? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to walk in. We have to get practice. So this and that and that. Then I think now I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, my wife is texting him at the same time. Like, where are you? Because she got the alert from the Uber. They're like, hey, he was dropped off at this location.
Oh.
You know what I'm
And he
saying?
wasn't there.
But he hadn't talked to her and told her
Right.
the Andrew story.
Right. So
He left holes in his story.
he left holes in the story. 'Cause like,
Right
and
off the
then
bat.
once we get together, we collaborate and everything is A1. You know what I'm saying? So long story, less long. He's not where he's supposed to be. I asked him then. She's asking him. So he turns his phone off because I'm thinking he like, okay, well, they know where I am. I'm just going to turn my phone off. Like, that don't mean shit.
Because you can still ping it, right?
Right, yeah.
As long as the battery.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
so he's over there seeing her.
Yeah.
So when the story is culminating, because he shooting my wife some bullshit, and she telling him, like, no, I know you lying. He was like, try again. That's what she kept saying to him. Try again, try again. So when he gets home, he cops to the fact of where he was, his location. But he lied about how he got there. He was still trying to go with the Andrew had the Uber story. Now, I'm not home. Because when I come home, that's when push comes to shove and the shit gonna hit the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, you know what? Let me play it cool this time. Let me give him something different. So I let
Does
him make
anybody
it.
know Andrew?
Yeah, no, it's his best
Do
friend.
we know what Andrew was doing?
But he got a cold part about it.
Andrew probably didn't know.
He
what was
had
going
nothing
on.
to do with it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I figured that
so
part.
I'm telling him, like, if I call Andrew right now, Andrew gonna say this, and he was just like, well, it's exactly what I thought you was gonna say. So I let him make it on Friday. I let him make it on Saturday. Let him think it was nothing. So on Sunday, I came to him.
In
and I
proper
said, look,
DJ fashion.
So now I had been talking to him at different points throughout the day about different stuff. You know, his attitude around the house, different stuff like that. And so now it's time to have this conversation. And I was like, look, I'm not, big for all of the lying and bullshit. And I said, but this is what I'm going to tell you. You're not going to talk to her for a week. I said, you treating her like an idol. I got to remind you who God is. And I walked out. And so he instantly starts crying, right?
Oh,
Hey, he's
damn.
16. He like 6'6'1". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like 190 pounds. He's muscular and all that. He's balling his eyes out. He gonna hate me for telling this story, but I don't care. And then, so he tells my wife, you don't understand how much I like her.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, that's the problem, man.
So he's in love.
You like her way too much to the point the way you lying to me and lying to your mama. Now, if you would, now we know the girl, and she's been around the family. We've taken them on little dates,
Outings.
quote unquote dates.
Yeah.
We've taken them out to basketball games. We've taken them out to eat. We're like, it's fine. So why he felt like he needs to lie? It's like, you're not smart enough to be thinking for me.
Yeah.
So, we went through that whole situation. So now, he think that I don't know that there's other ways for him to communicate with her. Like, I'm Boo Boo the fool, right? So I'm letting him
That's
make
what
it.
they
But,
all think.
but tomorrow, though. Tomorrow. It's going
Man,
down.
You must already find out about something.
I already know. She be Snapchatting him and all that. I know, but he think I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's cool for your kids to think that you're not up on everything. So they'll try a little bit of that, and then you can just come. So, yeah. I have another story next week about how fun it is.
Oh, man.
So that's what's going on with me,
Step
man.
your game up, Tate.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's wild, man. The funny thing about it is, and I tell these kids that I talk to all the time, there's a reason why adults always say the same thing. I've been
Right.
your age before.
I
Right?
didn't
I
know
know
what you thinking.
Yeah.
I can do it before you do
Because
it.
the thing that's consistent about it is, it's always an older person saying the same thing, and they don't know each other. This isn't
Right.
like everybody decided we gonna
But-
tell you this, because people told us the same thing 15 years ago. So it's a reason why that keeps happening.
Yeah.
And see,
That's actual real life.
my thing about it though, it's like the generation, like your son, like for me, Josh, like the up and coming generation. It's up to us to put it in them. Like I already know the game. Like there's
Right.
pretty much nothing that you can think or anything that you can try that I haven't already thought of, and I've tried.
Right.
Possibly I could have gotten away with it. Possibly
Right.
I didn't, but. Just trust me when I say I've tried.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, now looking at the times, like all the robbing, the stealing, the killing, it's like good to have like the father figure like yourself, like you, like myself. Because, man, this generation that's coming up right now, it's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It's too much, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I always say, man, you can't raise your kids the same way you were raised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more going on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot more going on though.
Yeah.
Like the access. Like
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. Is
That's it right there.
access. It's like because like I go back to when I was in my formative years, you coming of age, like just simple stuff like meeting a chick. Like that was a process.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you at Ashore, you see a chick, you get a number,
Yeah.
but it's still a process. So like you gotta call her house.
Yeah.
And her dad may answer the phone, so you got to know how to broach that. Her mom may answer the phone, so that's just different variables that you have to deal with. That they don't like. They just straight to consumer. Boom! I got you. I can contact you all of the time. I can know if you read my message, if you saw my snap. Oh, that's too much. It's so wide open for them. Wherever barriers for us, like. They don't even understand, and I heard, I forgot what comedian said this. I think it was Dave Chappelle on his most recent special. He was like, I remember having the phone where you didn't know who was on the other end of the phone until you answered the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then if you weren't swift enough to catch that click when
Right.
the other line picked up,
Yeah, you
somebody
ain't
listened
know.
to your whole conversation, man.
Oh, man, that was dirty, too.
Yeah, man. I had a little sister, so she would do it in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah.
Like, I heard what you said. You gonna do what? And then it goes back. I'ma tell mama. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
now you're getting blackmailed.
That's the worst thing.
You know
So
what
you
I'm
gotta
saying?
come about for something like you gotta wash the dishes for or something,
Right,
man.
yeah.
Golly, that's funny.
Yeah,
So
but-
all those little things that we had to learn, those little landmines that we had to navigate for different reasons, they don't have, like, they just got, again, all access.
Yeah.
And I think that access, and sometimes it could be a bad thing. In a lot of situations, it could be bad. So these kids, things that we thought were very, okay, so just rewind 10 years.
Yeah.
Parenting by DJ.
No. So how long you been married?
12 years.
So 11 for me.
9 for me.
Don't
Now
put
for
me
you.
on the spot like that.
No,
I
I'm
gotta
just
think
saying.
about it.
No. I'm saying. So let's go back to like when before you got married. So everybody been with somebody for a long time. So you go back 10 years, you go back 13, I go back 12. Imagine saying to the woman who you're married to, "Hey, send me a picture," but like that picture though.
Yeah, it was
Like that was like it wasn't
you
so.
had to get a Polaroid. You had to get
Man.
sneak and get it developed.
You know what
like
I'm saying? Like, it
by
was
the
a-
time,
right.
it was the process.
Do you
The
understand?
odds of you getting caught up, somebody might be at Walgreens
Come
and
on,
run across
dog.
your picture. You had to get that film out of that camera. It wasn't like now.
Now, the situation like that, we might not even be married men right now.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, like you might have got cursed out, like all of the way. Like it's just a lot going on. Like I said, and this is normal behavior to them,
Yeah,
totally normal because they have access. So
I can agree, man.
Well,
I'm just saying, man.
as I take another sip of Knob Creek.
Little things that make you go, Hey,
Oh, really?
it makes you think, man. And see, I have it on the reverse end of the spectrum though, because I have a daughter.
Right?
So I really have
Uh-oh.
to. Yeah. Nah, we don't. Hey, Daddy doesn't play.
Yeah.
I tell every time, man. I
And
listen
how
to
old is
country music.
the big girl?
My daughter is 12, about to be 13
Yeah.
in July.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she.
I ain't far behind you, man.
Hey, I know,
got my
man.
10-year-old.
Yeah.
So my daughter's 8.
See, so you got a little bit
Cherish
longer to
it.
come. See, so y'all have the advantage on me with the son. I have the advantage on y'all with the daughter. And I'm just gonna tell you, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster ride. But
Yeah.
it's fun, bro.
Yeah.
Well, see, I got an advantage. My wife is all the way on it
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my wife.
because
is.
I'm
Right.
super laid back about shit.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, and I know it's not the best way to be, but I just recognize it, and I'm thankful for my counterpart.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. You learn your lesson when shit happens,
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I feel.
and I know that doesn't fit parenting.
no, but
It
does.
does. And I guess situation
depends.
dictates. Yeah.
It always depends,
Right.
Because I'm not. I'm
Like
going to
old
give them
people
the
in diapers,
advice.
It all depends.
I'm going to give them the advice, and I'm going to give them the consequence.
Right.
But I'm not going to go through all the preventive shit that a
Right.
lot of parents do. I wasn't raised like my dad. I was the same way my dad. My dad wasn't like that. Just
Yeah.
luckily for me, I held his respect to a high regard. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna be the one getting caught up, and I got to see him afterwards.
yeah.
So
Shout
I
out
thought
to Big
twice.
Ran.
Well, yeah. See, And
The original?
I didn't have that, and that's why I have more of a laid back approach. Because I had a mom, and my mom was like mom and dad, but I had a grandfather. Grandpa ain't play.
Right.
You had to go see grandpa. It's in
Yeah.
trouble. So, like, that was daddy. So, and that's the thing. Like, I don't try to hide anything from my daughter. Like, I want her to feel like she has open communication with myself and her mom.
Right.
That way, baby, if it's something you're uncertain about, something makes you feel uncomfortable, please feel free to come to dad or whatever. And I'm the one that'll take off work right now and pew to the school.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it is. So just know that you have to respect yourself first. Nobody
Right.
can do anything to you that you don't allow them to do.
Right.
So if you're not carrying yourself to where somebody feels like they can violate you, they'll never try.
Right.
So walk around with confidence. Walk around with self-respect. Like, have high self-esteem or whatever. Treat yourself like you are a temple and you are a queen.
Yeah.
And the same thing I do for my wife. So
Yeah,
my daughter,
absolutely.
but the thing is, she knows that she has it well, and she just talks too much in class and stuff. Man. Like, they do simple kid stuff, man.
Yeah,
like,
kid stuff.
Her and my son. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
man.
can deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool though, man. And not only that or whatever, she knows daddy was like in the Marines or whatever, so they just hate when I just give them that blank stare.
Right.
And it's more like a retard stare, not
Yeah.
to say it like a no, that's not a politically correct word, but it is just that.
Well, you on the I said it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I said
well,
it.
fuck it. I give him that fucking retard stare while I'm
Yeah.
looking like, for real. I really have to say something right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking said it. It's
Yeah.
not. And my other thing, my daughter knows. Baby, every time your boyfriend come, I listen to country music. I like to hunt and shit. I'm going to be cleaning one of my guns. I'm going to be sitting at the goddamn table with it broken down. The same guns every time. Yeah, whatever. I'm bad boys, man. Whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. Hey, just remember that. When you looking at her, just see her daddy face on her face, bro.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of guns, man, my wife want another gun.
Oh, she likes them.
Yeah. She's been talking this 357 stuff for a while.
Is she doing semi-automatic or is she doing a revolver?
Well, right now we're doing semi-automatic. She wants
Okay.
the 357, which automatically means she got to get a revolver.
No, sir, it doesn't.
Oh no?
357 coming semi-automatic as well.
Okay, well we're
I'm
gonna
a
leave
gun
that out of the
enthusiast.
picture.
Yes, I'm a gun
We're gonna leave
enthusiast.
that out
by
of the
way.
picture
Yeah,
because we're not trying. I'm not
yeah.
trying to encourage a whole bunch of this 357 stuff.
Yeah. Hey, they're nice though, man. And you, out of respect, like I carry my shit, bro. And the way the times are going, motherfucker catch you walking like from your front door to the truck or whatever, and shit, there you go.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I have a license to carry or whatever, but like I said, out of respect, right here, I'm coming with Damien. I'm good. I can leave it in the truck, lock the motherfucker up, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
But typically, everywhere I go, I carry a 45 because I'm not playing. If I ever have to use it, man, I'm gonna suck your soul out. Like you will wake up saying, "Jesus, is that you?" Yes, it's me, my child. I'm not playing because I'm not messing with nobody. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a talk with people, and I've heard it one way, and oh man, I can't even
Spit
really,
it out, bro.
I said it, so.
Like,
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna say it. Shout out to Knob Creek. Yeah, it's gonna slow it down a little bit. But I have weapons. I have one that's probably 3 feet away from me right now,
oh man, look.
but I don't carry them. And here's my thing. This is not gonna fit for everybody. I heard a while ago from my brother, right when he got out the police academy. He said, if you carry it, you probably gonna use it.
Yeah.
So on that note, I kind of thought about it, and it was one of those things where I feel like, you know, shit gonna happen, but some of it has to do with the shit that you find yourself around.
Exactly.
So for me, I don't move around a whole lot these days. So I generally feel like I'm good wherever I go.
Right.
So in the rare case that I can foresee myself wishing I had my gun, I feel like I'll still be good.
Yeah.
Like,
And see, I can totally agree with you from that aspect. But my thing is, I also live by the theory that life happens. And by me having kids or whatever, sometimes I do step outside of my boundaries because I'm not ever going to look over my shoulder because I don't do anything wrong with my life. So who's to say that I might not be on the other side of town where something just so happened to happen at?
Right.
I'm not about to ride, walk around with my tail tucked in between my legs. And my thing is, I feel like if you stay ready, you never have to get ready.
Right.
Not saying that I'm going to put myself or my kids in that situation, but just in case it happens, I'm licensed to carry by the state of Texas, the United States of America. So if I just so happen to put one in your ass because you on that dumb shit, it's your fault, not mine. I can stand there, put my gun on the front of my car, smoke me a cigarette and be like, yes, sir, I called you. There you go right there. One bag fits all, man.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
discrimination. So I really don't think it's the area, and I really think that it's discipline. It's just like anything else. Just because you have the ability to drink right now, does that mean you're going to get fucked up right now and just go jump in the truck and just ride around like that? Because you have
Hell
that,
no.
you have that
Drinking at home.
discipline. Exactly. So it's the same thing with kind of carrying a gun or whatever. Just because I go somewhere and somebody calls me ugly or steps on my shoe, man, fuck you. Hey, can I buy you a drink, man? I don't want to fight. Now, if I try everything and you still trying to do something, then hell, by all means, I have to defend myself.
Yeah.
So it's more of a precautionary measure, man. I gotta stay ready so I never have to get ready.
Yeah. I definitely understand, man. You know, DJ ain't never lost for words. But, like, I find myself in situations where I've been more happy that I didn't. And not again, this was younger, where I was more happy that I didn't have a gun because I know I would have used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
those situations
Yeah.
are the ones that was like I know one time, like, so we played basketball. We always played 2-on-2 basketball. One day we played with this guy named Winston. Winston was like 6'5", like 230. So we out there and Winston gets into it with my cousin Art, and so I'm pushing Winston away, like, man, leave him alone. Like, he ain't, man, you tripping. And it was at that moment when Winston pushed me back that I knew if I had a gun, I'd have blew that motherfucking brains out. Now again, it wouldn't have been worth it because it would. But
You had that moment, though.
Yeah, just that adrenaline rush right at that moment. I know for a fact if I'd had a gun, Winston would be dead and I wouldn't be here on the ass.
Okay, well, see, I can use that for myself as well, but I really consider that. Shout out Marine Corps because they really put some discipline in my ass.
Yeah.
Because I was the one, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna fight you. It's more about, and that's why I try to get back as much as I do. I know we've talked about it a lot,
Right.
Damien, but my schedule right now, it really won't allow me because I'm still trying to give my family
Right,
they don't have to
you
work.
good.
But to give back or whatever, it's just that specific attitude right there, whatever. That's what I want to prevent because I know what it feels to feel like that. Like I know what it feels to. You feel like that's not your only resource, your only resort.
Right.
You do something to me to piss me off, I'm gonna do something to piss you back off. If it
Right.
means me having to hit your ass in the head with a brick,
Yeah.
fuck your skull. Like, yeah. I'm just saying. So
You only get one.
yeah, but I'm saying
Fuck your
so-
skull, nigga.
But yeah, but no. Once you get past like that mentality or whatever, man, and you really feel like you have a reason to live, you have a reason for doing everything that you do. All that is kind of like, man, I don't have no need for it.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the stuff that I go through with work, man. Like I was saying or whatever, I hardly ever discuss politics and religion.
Yeah.
Because so many people are like, you have your own beliefs.
Right.
Not to say that mine is right nor wrong or vice versa. But man, since Trump has been in office, man,
Yeah.
I've been seeing the true colors of people, man.
Yeah,
And
it's coming out, man.
It's mainly these executives and stuff, man, that are in these companies or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, they feel like they can treat all the dark skinned guy right there like shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And you in corporate America, man.
I am, man.
So-
Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
But this Fortune 500 company is family owned, and I won't say the name.
Right.
There's no need.
Right.
But I guarantee you, they showed me like their true colors, man.
And what is it that you do for this Fortune 500 company?
I am the senior accountant. I'm the head accountant, right under right under the director of cost.
Right.
I have no manager.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, in your chosen field of endeavor, like, yeah, you've risen to a high level. You should be respected. But still, in that position, you have to see people do underhanded things.
Exactly.
Or start to treat people like, start to belittle people and berate them and treat them because they feel like they're emboldened because we got the commander in tweets in office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Commander in tweets.
Hey, that's the truth, though, man. And especially when they tell you, okay, prime example, and I just paint a picture, man. who gives a fuck whose feelings it hurts?
I said it.
Yeah, I said 601-641-9474.
Yeah,
While we got all this going on,
Yeah.
man. You
Yeah,
got
I
an
said
opinion,
it.
something you want to say, call that number, 601-641-9474.
Hit the line.
Can I say vote?
Okay, but no, man. So the CFO of the company, which is like the big wig, he's part owner, like vice president, all of this good shit. But he's the CFO, which means that he runs the company's finances. With this being a multi-million-dollar Fortune 500 company, I feel like he should know what these reports that he's being presented, what they actually truly mean.
Right.
So at some point in time, you have to dig back and figure out where and who those reports are being generated by.
Right.
So when you appoint someone to find a specific person, regardless of how they look, all this, they're not supposed to discriminate against disabilities, against sexual orientation, against religion, none of that. So you appoint someone to find someone to fill this position. And the person that they just so happen to find is someone who works for you. He's young, he's black, he's covered in tattoos, but every day it gets there, he does the shit out this job and he provides everything that you're looking at. So once they find this out, oh no, that's too much of a pay increase. We can't substantiate that. How do we explain that? And this is a conversation that I walked up on.
Right.
So to this day, they still don't know I know. And every day I go, I perform.
Yeah.
Not knowing in the back of my mind it's over. But I still have to put food on the table, whatever.
Right,
so
right,
until I do something else, which is entrepreneurship, which that'll come on a later date when I get brought back as another guest because I see it happen again. But my point that I'm trying to make, man, is just a lot of people have really started to show their true colors. And it's just because they feel like they have something to fall back on.
Right.
And this political
You can't fall back on Twitter.
shit. But right now he has the money. There's so much greed.
Man,
There's so much greed.
My thing with this is like, there's this false sense of security that people are dealing with.
And that's it.
That's what it is, though.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
When it all comes crashing down,
Yeah. And it will.
you ain't falling back on nothing but your ass.
Yeah.
Hopefully you snag your piece of the pie while it's out there because the level of uncertainty, and you said, fuck it, I said it. Yeah, I said it. The level of uncertainty, again, amongst all these bird brain ass, and a lot of them are of Caucasian descent.
Right.
I'm not saying all of them
shit.
are, but a lot of them are. Once they fall back on their ass and get the crawling and scratching, trying to offer you everything you wanted and then some, and you have the ability to say no. This is what I'll tell you. This is how much it'll take to bring me back.
Yeah.
Fuck how much you have to offer me. I get to tell you this time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, get your piece of the pie, because once all this shit starts to crumble down and fall, man, it's all in where you're standing at that moment.
Yeah.
And one thing though, I will tell you.
He talking that talk.
Look, I'll never kiss anybody's ass though. White, brown, green, orange, yellow, red. It won't happen. Granddaddy always told me, don't kiss ass. You can be the man that you are, and you can still succeed, and you can still excel. So
Yeah.
I'm all about that, man.
Where we at?
Yeah.
We 30 minutes on.
Hey, listen, so I
deep
got something.
man.
I want you to
Shit,
touch on
somebody
this.
tell a joke.
No. We're going to get to a joke in a second.
Let me think.
Yeah. But look,
All right.
this is what I want you to talk about. Talk about the difference between having integrity as a man and still providing for your family. Talk about the difference between that and kissing ass. Talk about the difference between, because we got some young listeners and they may feel like, oh, okay, well, it's time for me to stand up and ride for the cause. And,
Oh, nah.
You know
See,
what I'm saying?
and that's not the thing. That's not the thing. When you have integrity for your family or whatever, you actually have a sense of knowing. You actually have a sense of worth. You actually have a sense of value,
Right.
which means that you won't get out there and make yourself look like this fucking coon that they're proclaiming you to be or whatever. It may not even be a coon. It just means maybe somebody who they feel like is not on their level,
Right.
who doesn't like meet their expectations and live up to their statue.
Right.
That's not saying that you're not that person or whatever, because you don't go and act a fool.
Yep.
What you do is you actually go there and you excel. You actually show them that all of this that you painted in your head, all of this that you made, like brought yourself to believe or whatever, none of that is true. Because I'm actually keeping this company afloat. So if and when I do decide to walk away, you hoes gonna be coming back calling me. I'm not coming back looking for y'all.
Right.
Because once I do leave, I'm gonna have all of my I's dotted and my T's crossed. I'm going to more money, better benefits, and all of that, because everything I do as a man is not only for myself, but it's for my wife and for my kids. So I just can't run rampant and start busting like a loose cannon. That's not the smart
Talk
thing
that
to do.
shit, Fred.
That's not the smart thing to do. Like, you got to realize, and like I said, and this is one thing that I'll die with these words.
We got two DJs on one show.
I'll die by these words, man. It's either like you'll stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Yep.
So you have to know your worth.
Yep. Haters out there to kill your dreams, and that's by any means.
Everything doesn't require attention, whether it's your undivided attention or just a couple of seconds out of your fucking attention.
Yeah.
It doesn't require that. Sometimes you just look, laugh, and just be like, all right, if only you knew.
Yeah.
Don't argue with fools.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, take a breath.
I'm telling you, yeah. All right. Somebody got a icebreaker, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Take another sip.
Yeah, man. We bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Already. We got some music to go over, to review. So, yeah, man, what we got first?
Oh, what do we have first? Okay, let's get this out the way. The Drake shit.
Okay.
I didn't mean to call it Drake shit.
It's Drake shit.
I guess there's really no better way to say it, man. It's that Drake shit.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's killing me though?
What's
and
that?
it's not the Drake shit. It's how much I turned on this radio and hear Bad and Bougie and 21 Savage.
Right.
That's what's killing me. Cause I'm sitting here like, okay, Bad and Bougie was cool.
Yeah.
Cause it did what we expected it to do.
Right.
21 Savage though?
Hold on. Stop. Can we talk about how wrong Bad and Bougie is though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song is to me, man. If it comes on, nope, not even the edited version. I cut it off, man.
Okay, so hold on. The hook of the song is
My bitch is bad and bougie. Yeah.
Cooking up dope
With Lil
a
Uzi.
Uzi.
My niggas is Savage shooters, I think, and
Savage
they got
Ruthless.
130 rounds too.
Yeah.
And then
Them niggas came around.
It's
Now I'm not a former D-boy. It's not my claim to fame.
I can't say that.
But I know that dope money is fast money.
It is.
And I know cooking in the crock pot is slow.
Yeah.
Oh, you cooking your dope in the crock pot is not a good
you know
thing.
what? I didn't think about
I'm
that.
just saying, man.
Cooking up dope in the, you know, I did think it crossed my mind, but I was just like, I don't expect much out of this song. So
I'm just saying,
I
like,
didn't analyze
and
it.
see, yeah,
But
I
ain't nobody
see
cooking
you
no
on that.
dope in no crock pot.
It doesn't
I
get
know
hot
niggas
enough
microwave.
fast
Come
enough.
on.
Get microwave,
I know
nuke it, and
niggas
get it
microwave
done.
dope.
Yeah.
Now, if you listen to Make Crack Like This, you know.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. P gave the game away.
Yeah.
The water has to boil, man.
Yeah.
I've never seen boiling water in a crock pot.
It ain't gonna happen.
You can do it. It just
But you
take
get
about
one
5
bubble.
hours.
There you go. For the first couple hours, you may get one little poop, one little bubble, man. You lose out your clientele.
Come on, man. They going to somebody else. You ain't got it fast enough. I have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got it tomorrow.
Shit. Nope, don't want it from you.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit got to rock up overnight.
Look, nah, man, that's not fast enough. That's why, you know, man, and that's the thing about a lot of these artists or whatever, and that's why I told you, man. Tonight may not be.
You got barbecue dope on a smoker. Yeah,
Different flavor looking at it. Yeah. Hey, man.
I got that peach coat.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Got that cherry wood, pecan wood, baby.
Shit. Man, that just
Yeah,
goes to show the state of it, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't expect much. I knew that song was about the flow, and that's what they were checking for. See, the thing with 21 Savage that I was getting at was that I don't even see the flow, dog. I'm like, I don't know. And we talked about it when Humvee was here before, and it was like after seeing an interview and hearing him talk and tell his story, it doesn't sound as bad after that.
Right.
But it's still bad.
It's still bad.
It has no substance.
No substance.
You can't really follow what he's saying. Like, you can hear what he's saying and get a bunch of, like, it's like you playing hopscotch, man. You over here, over there, over here, over there. It really has no flow. It had,
Isn't it?
But I always send it back to the dumb teenager stage.
yeah.
It's the
'Cause
dumbest stage of your life.
As we all know, in our teenage years,
Dog, retarded.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
from about 14 to 20,
No. 13 to 21 is the dumbest years of your life.
I was trying to give people a couple of steps.
But
No.
what if we say 11?
Maybe.
For some people.
Maybe.
I guess it depends on your upbringing, bro.
Maybe.
Hey, I guess I told them.
You
I said,
might-
okay, what did you say?
might cross that
Hey,
threshold
somebody,
early.
yeah. I had to figure out
man.
real fast, man. That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
gonna
saying.
say a whole lot about that one. Though. All I will say is, never mind.
Hey, but that's why I
Never
caught
mind.
it by 21, man. I had a lot more exposure.
Yeah,
bro.
man. And that's the years where that type of shit makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't for us.
Right.
Now, it's just for me. It's just the fact that they're not like, dude ain't a good rapper.
Right.
That's my whole thing. It's not that what he's talking about doesn't make sense. There's no substance. 'Cause I understand that
It's the era.
You in your dummy stage,
Yeah.
and the era right now is accepting it.
Right.
But I like, why you can't be good at it?
Right.
And I segue to that because the first few songs that I listened from Drake's album where he was rapping, it was kind of reminiscent of the way those songs went.
Right. He got Travis Scott on the song. He got Young Thug on the
I
song.
couldn't tell you. I don't know if I got that far.
Oh, man.
See, the listeners of the Yeah I Said It show I already know how I feel about Drake.
Yeah.
Now, the problem I have with this was that his rapping is starting to fall into that category of the shit we just mentioned.
Yeah.
Which I don't like because I think Drake is a great rapper. Mm-hmm. I don't think he makes music for me because I'm not going to hear that great side of him very much in his album. And he's done it again.
Yeah.
And like, it was a song that came on that I couldn't catch the beat for like the first minute and a half. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm just going to skip it. I'm not even going to waste my time.
But see, I think a lot of it has to do with Drake, man. Drake right now is really thinking about like what's selling, what's popular, and it's like he's been doing that for a while. It's like he's really at times or whatever. It's like he's really thinking about it from a business standpoint. Like, what do I do right now to get that bag? What do I do to cut a check? It's like he still has it in him. And yes, I do believe that he has ghostwriters. I do. I wouldn't say how often or whatever. I really can't pinpoint that. Overall, he's all right, man.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Ghostwriter thing is I think is too much put on it. Because, and this is the explanation that I've been hearing from it, which is why I feel like it's acceptable. When you're bouncing ideas off of somebody about the flow or some shit to put in the song, I don't think that's credible enough to take the credit away from the artist who put the song together.
Right.
But at the same time, I think with that, if you're an artist and you're bouncing your ideas off of someone, yes, you're taking a little flavor from them. You're taking a little advice from them. But ultimately, you should only accept what you know will provide longevity for you, not just what'll sell right now. 10 years from now.
That's all on the artist, though.
Yeah.
That's all on the
But this
artist.
is
And that's
how I
what
look
I'm
at the
getting at.
ghostwriting aspect is this. Okay, bouncing an idea, fine. Even if you give me the flow, fine. The words that are on the page and the words that you say, I need them to be yours.
Right.
Because I've heard I heard Young Jock talk about when Jay-Z got the beat for Blue Magic. He was like, he heard the beat. And Pharrell was telling him, like, this is a hot beat. He said Jay came in, and Jay was like, if he don't get that beat, I'm going to get it. He thought Jay was trying to help sell him the beat because he didn't really like the beat.
Yeah.
But then Jay came, because now Pharrell told him, hey, look, rhyme like Rakim. That's what he told Jock. He said he passed.
Could
A few
Jock
months
do it?
later, he could have. He could have done it. Jock, so here's the thing
Could
about
he
Jock.
pulled it off?
Not
don't
like
think
Jay
he-
could have
nah.
done it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right. But so when he hears the song and it's on the radio and Jay rapping like Rakim, he got the flow. We know where he got the flow from.
Yeah.
Pharrell gave him the whole, hey, look, here, this is how you do it. But those words were his words.
Okay. This is why I'm gonna go with my ghostwriting thing. Remember we did remember you hit me up and you wanted me to do the song?
The I Hate Excuses?
Yeah, the I Hate Excuses.
Right.
Question.
Okay.
DJ hit me up. He say, Rand, I need you to do a song for me, write a verse for me. Cool, what you want? I want you to do this song. I want you to say this in it. Say something like this in it. Say something like that in it. Okay, I'ma do it. I wrote the verse, and I used the shit that he told me to say. Was that verse ghost written?
Not if it depends. Now, I would say that it's ad-lib. I would put it closer to being ad-lib because he provided the words that he wanted to hear. So the substance actually came from him. The layout actually came from you.
Right.
So you were the one listening to the beat, so you just pretty much did the layout. But if you're taking the same words that he said and you're adding a little bit here, adding a little bit there, but keeping the same substance, I really wouldn't consider that too much ghostwriting more than I would say like you're doing the layout.
Right.
Because somebody can have a story and the next man may have a better way of telling that story.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll go into, when we get to our, well, actually, another album that we're going to go over is Raekwon's album. Well, Raekwon had this song called Marvin.
Okay.
He rapped about Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine that he went Wikipedia Marvin Gaye and just took the information that was there. That was already written.
Going on over there, DJ?
That was he took dates. He took names.
He never answered the question, though.
Yeah, it's not right over there.
It's not important. He took names and he took dates and information from his wiki page or from his bio page or whatever and use it. In the case of what you're doing, what we were doing, we were trying to brand something specifically, so we want to use those certain catchphrases. It's like if Nike called you and they said, hey, in your verse, make sure you say just do it.
Yeah.
Make sure you say number one shoe. Make sure you say biggest brand in the world. Like, okay, cool. You just gave me some bullet points. But
Okay.
when you write
So
the
that
verse,
wasn't the same as.
no, not at all.
Now, with
When you write
ghostwriting-
that
By the way, for you listeners out there,
that verse hard. too.
we did the video. It's a very simple video me and DJ did.
Yeah.
Search it on YouTube. Ill Ran, I Hate Excuses.
Yeah.
Check
Oh,
out the
man,
video.
I gotta
still
see that
remember the
myself.
Listen to it. Listen
Hey,
to
bro,
it.
we can hear the verse, bro.
Ill Ran, I Hate Excuses.
Hey.
Search it on YouTube and you can see what happened.
We can't
with
play
that.
it at the end of the pod.
I think we
At the
can,
end,
man.
After we
Let the people want to hear, man. Let the people
It's cool.
hear,
People
man.
want the song. Get the people the song.
Yeah, get the people the song, man.
I give him a clip. I give him a clip. The cool thing about it is, I made the beat for it, and
Yeah.
the song came out pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Ill Ran, I Hate Excuses on YouTube. Check it out and see for yourself.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
I thought it was
love
pretty cool. Like, because I make beats, but I'm not consistent with it. I don't make beats all the time. I don't.
Right. A sidebar. I got somebody who want to buy some beats.
Oh, man.
Oh
I think you should
man.
hit them up.
This sounds pretty good.
Oh shit.
Yeah. On the spot. Oh
Uh-oh, man.
Here we go.
Look.
They got to make me work.
yeah. So here's my thoughts on the Drake album.
I want him to beat up for him.
I got
Good.
I got exactly what I thought I was gonna get. Like, Drake wants to be an international artist. He wants to be a big artist. He continues to appropriate culture from different people because now this nigga is like he's like you remember when Tiger Woods used to say he's Cablinasian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's
bullshit.
how Drake is, man. This nigga's like Cabla Jamaican or some shit.
So-
this nigga white, black, and Jamaican. I don't know what the fuck he doing, man.
That feeds into my question then. So, how do you really classify him? As a pop artist or as an actual rapper?
I
I'm
classify
going
him
with
as
pop
bullshit.
at this point. God damn,
Look,
DJ.
that was extreme.
Yeah, I
man.
said
he had two choices, right? Pop or hip hop.
601-641-9474.
Damn, he took
What you
it-
think about
Yeah,
Drake?
yeah.
601-641-9474. Can I say 4?
Yeah, man, Drake be on that bullshit. That's how I see it, man. Like, it's like,
Man, I don't want to make this a Drake episode.
right. Okay,
All right.
so I'm gonna stop when I
Look,
say
you
this.
can go all day with that.
I always felt like this, man. Like, man make money. Don't let the money make the man. So at the end of the day, if you're being manipulated by, like, this is your voice. If you're willing to manipulate your voice and what people think and the energy that they get from you just solely based on money, then that's not the type of person who I want to rock with. Like, I don't mind if you use it, but okay, for instance, if you give them something sweet, then give them something substantive, I can rock with that. Because what you're doing is you're putting the you're putting the medicine in the candy.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm with that all day. Because you can only clean the fish that you catch. So I got you. I'm not mad at that. But when this nigga come,
golly.
He went all
saying, man.
theological and stuff, man. He really made
when
you
that
think.
nigga be on that one dance shit and that controller shit,
See,
I
the
don't
thing
want
with
to hear that, dog.
the thing with it though, dog. Before we get the fuck off this Drake shit, I don't feel like he's faking it. I feel like he's enjoying what he's doing. It feels to me like this is what Drake wants to do, not him trying to manipulate. Because you know what it sounds funny when you have, and just for the sake of the conversation, like everybody can relate, that New York rapper, that homegrown New York rapper that get on a down south beat. I hate the way that sounds, man, but I guess there's no other better way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when everybody was trying to get a Timberland beat.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You know everybody can't do a Timberland beat.
Yeah.
But when you have a certain, like Mobb Deep tried to do some shit,
Right.
you can't
they
do
really
that. You
didn't.
Mobb
Like,
Deep.
you can't put Dave East on the Metro Boomin beat.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't
Right.
gonna work.
You can't do that.
Right.
Raekwon did that, by the way,
Yeah.
on this album. He did a song with Wayne. And,
Oh yeah. But
and
that was
it was
But
cool.
look at that's not recent times though, man. Drake was on Degrassi for God's sake. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro. Like he was in a wheelchair handy. Like
Yeah, but
he's
I don't see him.
there's nothing hard about him.
He's
Like,
an
the shit
actor,
that
though.
That's
He's a
it.
professional
He's an
actor.
actor.
I don't see him like crossing those lines.
He's
But
an
it's
actor.
because he's an actor,
He's
though.
an actor.
So it's just a role.
That's it.
I don't have any problem with what Drake's doing. I just
It's a
know
role.
It's not for me.
It's
for
nothing
the
else.
check.
It's a role. He's
That's
playing
it.
a role. It's like in this role, I'm a pop singer.
That's
in
it.
this role, I'm a whatever kind of.
I think he likes doing it.
No, but like we don't know because we never even seen the real him. He's just an actor.
But he plays it to his advantage, though, man. I will say he's pretty smart because he always ends up getting a check off of it. So
Right. And so think of it this way. When have you ever heard of an in-depth interview with Drake?
I don't pay that much attention to Drake.
No, I'm
so
saying,
I
but you
don't know.
right,
You
but
can
you've
Google
never
it.
heard of it because it doesn't exist.
okay.
Because he's not going to put himself. It's a vulnerable state to be in.
I'll take
To,
that. I
to
guess,
speak
'cause
your
DJ
truth.
said it.
So no, I'm saying like so. Think about all these platforms. He ain't never on none of those platforms. Never. He ain't never been to the Breakfast Club. Never. Never Hot 97.
I
Never
thought he
Sway.
did.
Never Big Boy. Nothing.
I
No.
thought he was scrolling on the
Negative.
BlackBerry. What was
No,
that
yeah,
shit?
that was on a freestyle. Yeah. But an in-depth interview.
Oh, okay. I don't
No,
know.
so yeah, I
don't fucking know.
Angie Martinez can't get an interview.
Not
Nobody?
Creek. Shit.
Shout out to Knob Creek.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like so.
So-
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna move
So,
off of him.
Raekwon's album.
Yeah, Raekwon's album.
You know what I liked about it?
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you did.
I'm just now creaking
You
it.
did mean to cut me up. Why you did?
I like the first couple songs came on was so unapologetically East Coast Wu-Tang sounding. And I was like, yes. And then he switched it up a little bit and I was still like, yes.
Right.
The only flaw that I would say is that Lil Wayne track.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you don't have to try to fit Wayne. Wayne is a good enough artist to where
Right,
you can
he
do
can do
what you do
anything.
and let Wayne do what he does on your shit.
Right.
I didn't like that. But other than that, the album is nice.
I mean, I agree, man. I think, Raekwon, like, he's a guy who can do a lot of different things. He raps at a high level. He can give you lyrics. He can deliver it in a way where it's palatable. Like I said on the song Marvin, I like the idea of what he did, and it's a song with him and CeeLo. I think it's like the fourth track.
I like
on the
that
album.
song. I need to look at the name because I had it playing, but I wasn't listening to it. And then when I started listening to it, I had to figure out who he was talking about.
Yeah.
And there was some points in there that made me think that he was talking about Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
But I had to look at the name. I was like, okay, yeah, I was right.
And that's what he did, man. He's talking about Marvin Gaye, and I think it was dope. Like it's a big salute to an artist who's been dead since 1984. I want to say, so this dude's been dead like 30 plus years, and you still have enough respect for what he did to feel as though, hey, I want to tell this story. So I thought that was dope. And again, I love Marvin Gaye, and I know too many facts about Marvin Gaye Like his name is Gay, but it's Gay. He added the E because of how much he likes Sam Cooke. Because Sam Cooke had an E at the end of his name, so he added E at the end of his.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Marvin Gaye tried out for the Detroit Lions as a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
History, well-known facts.
Right, I'm just saying, like,
Unknown facts.
I'm just a big Marvin Gaye fan. So for me,
So much that you just got
He put the E on his name.
worthless information.
I'm just saying, man.
What game show would you go on that would ask you, is it true?
He had an E, but it wasn't spelled with an E.
Yeah, and
Added
his
the E.
daddy was a cross dresser.
Son of a bitch.
And his
Come on,
daddy-
man.
Look, man, that just came
All right,
from nowhere.
enough Marvin
Stunning
Gaye.
information, yeah.
No, but he mentions that on the song though. But I didn't know that
What song was that?
the song Marvin.
Oh,
I'm saying Raekwon mentions
the
it.
song. Okay.
Yeah. So
was
yeah,
gonna say, 'cause I don't
I was trying to go
recall
back to that. So I mean, Marvin Gaye
Raekwon
was an
has a good
incredible artist, incredible artist, and he influenced him enough to And again, Raekwon been rapping for years. He could have been made this song, but he felt like this is when he wanted to do it. So I mean, I give him.
Yeah, he just got the
thought
idea.
It was cohesive. I thought the album was well put together. I didn't like to me that's pandering. Like I don't like that. The song with Wayne.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have
Conforming
to
to him.
again, Wayne is not a Southern artist. Wayne is a. You got to remember,
He
like, if we
everything.
rewind the tape about 6-7 years, he was the biggest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you look, you couldn't stop seeing Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne is the reason why we accepted Drake, because he
Yeah.
had that Wayne cosign.
That YMCA.
That's why we accepted Nicki Minaj, because she had that
Young
Wayne
Money.
cosign.
Yeah.
So that was huge. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you got to call a spade in this instance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you said it.
And then I will say too, shout out to Jay Prince and the whole Rap Alive.
Yeah.
But once he put that stamp on it or whatever, and he made like the little intro or whatever, where he was referring to Baby or whatever, and Diddy and all that,
Yeah.
and he was talking about slapping Drake and like a part of the family or whatever, that
Yeah.
really just separated him from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Houston
did.
has his own circuits, man, and there's like one of those you really don't want to tamper with unless you're on the good side of it.
Right.
I could just say that.
Yeah, boy.
So I like that.
But speaking on stuff sliding sideways with the whole Drake thing,
Yeah.
Baby been tripping for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, did we do the Raekwon? We
Yeah.
done with the Raekwon thing?
Yeah.
Because I
Oh, what do you rate it out of 10?
honestly I have to give it another listen. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with like a 7 right now.
Yeah.
But I really only listened to it one time.
Right. And I got it at an 8. That's after I think I listened to it twice.
Because I
So-
don't think I went all the way through.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of
I got it at a 7.5. I'm gonna revise it.
Okay.
I redid it. 7.5.
I really haven't had the chance to indulge in it, but now since we're speaking up on it or whatever, I will be listening. So by the
Right.
next podcast, I will just
Yeah.
off the side make sure I give my review of it.
Right.
Yeah,
And see,
do that.
I'll try not to be partial or whatever, because I do cover Raekwon, so
Yeah.
I try to be honest about it. I give it
Yeah.
a serious listen.
All right, bet that. And so now we got Rick Ross.
Which
And that's what he was going to segue to, because Rick Ross
Okay.
was talking slick about Birdman, but I don't think he was talking slick.
No.
I felt like how Jay-Z said on, what was the song with Chrisette Michele on the hood? Lost Ones.
Yeah.
He said, it's not a diss song, it's a real song.
right.
That's how I felt about that.
But with that being said or whatever, you really have to listen to like what he was saying or whatever, and look at some of the stuff that transpired from the beginning.
Right.
When Cash Money first hit the scene, when we were still having
That's
the
how you
Kappa
know you
Beach
from the
Party.
South, baby. That's how
Yeah,
you
we
know
were
you from
having
the
the
South.
Kappa
You
Beach
say
Party.
first.
Yeah, that
Not
first, baby.
Not first. First.
Hey, when we were first having the Kappa Beach Party down in Galveston. Hey, shout out that time.
Yeah.
But nah, man, when we were having the beach parties down here or
Right.
whatever, and Cash Money were really taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
Right.
And they hit the
Oh,
stage.
man, were
I'm
they?
telling you, man, you could not get down 45 headed towards the seawall.
Ah, come on, man.
The seawall was lit for years
Yeah.
upon years upon years. That's
Yeah.
when they were trying to do something. But I remember back then, and this is just me talking from being an average street guy who's turned accounting and wears glasses now.
Hello. Hello.
This is just me talking. I remember the
Yeah.
days of where they were all
Humble
like
brag.
cribs. Yeah. They were all wearing soldier flags and put out the shoulder flag, and they were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Crips and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like I really noticed this because like I saw him. I was there with him. Like, hey, what's up? So how how do you switch? Do you have to get jumped out and then get jumped back in? Or do you just get jumped in and then they just say, you know what, we're going to let you out?
Right. I don't know. That's a remix.
I don't really.
That's a remix.
I think it is. Like, how does that work, man? So I think a lot of the stuff that Rick Ross touched on or whatever, man, is really kind of. But then with Rick Ross, the same thing. Like, you cannot forget that he was a correctional officer, and it's not to say that you weren't selling drugs on the side while you was working in the jails and stuff. But the odds of that happening and you not getting fired,
Right.
you got to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Right.
See, the thing with Rick Ross, man, the only thing that got me was denying it in the beginning. Cause like in the end, he was just like, you know, I did what I had to do, what I felt like was necessary to feed my family.
Right.
You could have said that in the beginning.
Yeah, but I think that was clout because I don't really think that he was doing all the back alleys and all that. Now, once he started to get a name, I think maybe he had people around him that were probably doing that, and he was feeding
That's
into them.
the general story of most rappers.
Yeah, so I think that he was feeding into them or whatever, so he can be associated with that image. But I don't ever think that he got his hands dirty,
Yeah.
and he probably still has an 800 credit score. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Like look.com. Look, they talk a good game, man. They talk a good game, man. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with having good credit. Shout out to credit repair companies because they really help you out sometimes. Don't know one as I will refer.
I'm gonna have
He
Effie
wouldn't
on
be
the
sitting
show.
in his house right now for what
Shout out
good
to
credit because I ain't got no money.
Man, shout them out. It really helps you.
But like, man, okay, so here's what I think about the album. I think his album is great though. Like,
It always is.
It is.
Like he has to be. Now, again, one of my favorite rappers of all time, no question about it, is Joe Budden. But Joe Budden is one of the worst beat pickers in hip hop history. That being said, Rick Ross got to be one of the best, dog.
He gotta be.
That nigga,
He gotta be. Rick Ross he not putting no whack beats on there.
No.
Dog.
But see, and even still or whatever, like the stuff he mentioned with Khaled or whatever, if you really think about it,
Yeah.
when Khaled was really trying to get the plug off of Cash Money and whatever, they kind of shunned him.
Right.
And once him and
that's true.
once him and Ross started like really hooking up and Khaled started screaming "We the best" or whatever, it's like he had that freedom to kind of explore. And he had the right team around him where he can just put it out there and he had people that, okay, well, this was not good for you. We're going to let you try it. Somebody's going to succeed. So I really think that team
Khaled got some
building.
hits, man.
Oh, yeah. So I
got
think
some
Ross
good
kind of threw himself an alley-oop on that one.
Yeah.
Ross is like it's a given. At this point, it's a given that
Absolutely.
if you don't know what to put in while you riding, you trying to figure out, just play Rick Ross while you figuring it out.
Yeah.
You could definitely do that. That's definitely a true statement. You know what? You know who Rick Ross with worst beats is?
Who is that?
Slim Thug.
Oh, yeah.
He Rick Ross with worst beats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of them got that real lazy flow.
He
It's a
can't. Rick
great
Ross
voice.
can rap though.
So you're saying Slim Thug
Slim
can't
Thug
rap?
can rap.
I think it's
Slim Thug
really
can
how
rap.
he
He's not
rides the
good at
beat.
it.
No, it's how he rides the beat.
It's his voice, man.
That's
His
it.
voice is
It's
incredible.
all in his voice.
Shit.
He
I would
don't
have to
nothing
agree.
Slim Thug, and
Okay.
I don't knock dude. I
What's
listen
his
to the
sound?
album.
Have you
He
checked
He don't
out?
have nothing going for him
So-
as a rapper except for his voice and having hard beats.
So you didn't like the verse he laid in the song "No Love"?
I'd have to listen back to it, but I go out on a limb just on faith and say I probably won't like it.
It was decent. Now I'm not saying that it was. And here's the only thing, and it takes me kind of off subject a little bit or whatever. But the one thing that really just it grinds my gears when somebody gets an artist to feature on their song, and the artist really owns your song.
Yeah.
Because on the song "No Problems" or whatever, he had J-Dog,
Right.
who's really like underrated in my opinion.
Right.
And then he had Zero, who's really
J-Dog had the city for a minute.
J-Dog
though.
still
For a hot
has the
second.
underground.
For a hot
But
second.
if you listen to this song "No Love," I can promise you. And they're not paying me, so I'm not promoting it like I'm
Right.
cool and all that, but it's a live song.
Yeah.
Especially if you're from the city.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, look, I got this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So this weekend, I'm at a job, me and my brother together, shout out to Sensei. So we listen to old school, this is my song, I love this song. We listen to old school A-Ball MJG Friend of Foe.
Oh, yeah.
Dog,
Anything Ball and G.
just hold on. Let me say it like this.
Here comes the DJ.
8 Ball verse was cold enough to be a closing verse. It was. 8 Ball verse was incredible. In context and the way everything was on par with the song, subject matter, flow, delivery, all of that. But what MJG did was so disrespectful. That goddamn MJG, that goddamn, was it Marlon Jerome Goodwin? That motherfucker? Oh, man,
no
every time I
respect.
hear that verse,
MJG, that dude,
I just be
man.
scrunching up my face like, you serious? He was doing this in the 90s?
It happens.
Oh
bro.
my God, dog, that MJG, that lad, dog, that, hey man, dog, you can play that verse today.
It still goes hard.
And because of the subject, it's still relevant.
It's the relevancy.
Of course. Of course.
Dog, his flow was on point. Dog, you gotta be one of the best verses in
He had
hip
to
hop
think
history,
about
dog.
it. He had to
It's
think about
damn near perfect. Like, I'm serious. It's damn near perfect. dog.
MJG is got to be one of the most underrated rappers
Yes.
of all time,
Yes.
man.
I would have to agree.
Because you would never. You know what? From now on, MJG goes on my list, top 10.
Dog,
You just, so you just made the decision right now.
Yeah, just right now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Dog, I'm
top
telling
10.
Listen. If you've never heard Friend or Foe, go to YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, put in go to Tidal, MJG. I think it's on the On Top of the World album, if I'm not mistaken. Dog, listen to the song. Listen to the whole song. I think it's E40. I can't even name everybody, so I'm not gonna mess it up. But listen to the song E40. I know E40 starts the song off. And listen to the context of the song. Listen what they're talking about. He said the hook is friend or foe, you just may never know. Who can you trust in the world that's oh so cold?
Oh, so cold.
Yeah. He said player haters surround me wherever I go. Friend or
Punch it
foe.
in there.
Like,
Shout out to Nas
dog, man, listen to the whole song. After 8 Ball's verse, if you recognize 8 Ball's verse, after you hear his verse, just pause the song and just take in what 8 Ball said, because he said some shit. And then play MJG's verse, and you're going to forget the whole song, and all you're going to care about is MJG's verse. I'm telling you.
You know,
That
it's so
motherfucker
many
cold.
people who's gonna disagree with you without ever listening.
They ain't going to, that's what I'm saying. But if you listen to the song, listen.
We know who the coldest was out of the two
Come on, dog.
because we listen to
Dog,
what they
listen.
do on the mic.
Listen. Now, again.
You
And
can't,
that's-
you can't
that's
get
song
us
for
with
song.
hype.
Yeah.
You can't get us with hype.
Right.
We know who the greats are.
Right.
That's song for song, man. It's undeniable.
Dog. That motherfucker there.
Yeah, it's simple, man. Did we touch on everything, dog? 'Cause I know we hit this hour.
We hit the album.
We didn't talk about K-Dot, man.
Okay.
Oh, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got that.
He said April
Parts Part 4?
April 7th is when he said, right?
Yeah.
What he said.
He said, get your shit together.
I can't wait.
Man, look here.
Of course, I have
He
to
went
wait.
at Sean Nick. He went at Sean and Drake. If you listen to the verse,
Yeah, I saw something about that, man.
Hold on, what song was that though?
it's a new.
It's
You
called
ever heard it yet?
the
No,
Heart
I have
Part
not.
I'm
Four.
gonna play it for you before you leave.
Please do.
Yeah, it's called Hearts Part 4. Kendrick did something in this verse that I love, and I'm not gonna even spoil it because you
Living
haven't
more
heard it
than
yet.
Creek.
But listen to Hearts Part 4. Kendrick, he talking that talk. He letting you know, hey, look, man, you don't want no problem. And he spitting and he live. Hold on, are you guys up on Mick something or other? It's a rapper.
Mick
Hold on.
first name.
Let me see.
Only Mick I know is Mick Foley. He was a wrestler.
I saw something to say Logic finna drop.
Mick Jenkins?
No.
No, can't say
Dog.
that.
Oh my God. Dog. I heard a song today from Mick Jenkins. I think it's called like I Can't Breathe or some shit.
I gotta
And my
do some
cousin
more
let me
writing.
hear, dog.
I gotta do some shit.
Hey,
Why can't
you
you
hear
just
this
come off
young
the
man?
dome, though?
You gonna dig this young man.
You can't.
So what
you
we gonna
have it no
do-
more.
I don't do that no more.
On the
Oh,
next
man.
podcast, we're gonna talk about Mick Jenkins. That's your homework, everybody. You know, if you a listener of the Yeah I Said This show, listen to Mick Jenkins. Call us at 601-641-9474. That's 601-641-YISI, and let us know what you think about Mick Jenkins. I'm gonna tell you the official name of the song here in a second. But
Okay.
go ahead, Flame.
Oh shit! What was I saying?
He threw you off.
You was talking
I
about how
don't
you
know
was
what to
gonna pick a Mick Jenkins beat and you was gonna rap over and show him that he ain't shit.
Nigga,
Oh, man.
you gotta pick one for me.
Oh man,
I need a challenge.
Oh,
I was saying I
definitely
don't
do it.
freestyle no more. I'll
I
tell
haven't
you
did it
why.
in a while.
I'll tell you why. This is crazy. Last week, my homeboy Clado hit me up. He wants some studio time. Cool. I'm thinking he finna come through and rap. No, he comes through and brings my other homeboy. We all kind of grew up in the same area. He know K Finn. K Finn is one of the few dudes that I know. I can probably think of 4 that would freestyle on a level that would make you not want to fuck with nobody else's freestyle.
Right.
He was one of them dudes. He brought K Finn through, man, and he did a little freestyle, man. It was cool, but it was just one of those things where we had rapped so much at the time and had pushed each other to such a high level of freestyle. And I'm not saying this just to like try to bring myself up or not, because I can't do that same shit now. But and especially in that era where the screwed up sound was the sound of Houston. So we rap like extra fast, multi-syllabic rhymes, stacking shit on top of shit, just to complicate shit on purpose, on freestyle. So we did that shit to a point to where like it wasn't really fun anymore because most people couldn't do it. So, and we were competition driven. We were battle rappers essentially.
Yeah.
In the 90s. So I quit freestyling. Like I was like,
But I kind of think it's still like it's kind of like riding a bike though, man. You can never
I can
fall off
still
and
do
not
it.
know how to ride.
I could still do it, but I wouldn't be comfortable with it knowing that I can say I was completely confident in my freestyle at any given time.
Right. Like so look, so much
At
so
that
that
time.
so much so that we go get a job, right? So we get a job. So they find out that me and him rap. So it's a party going on, and they're like, "Hey, freestyle!" This motherfucker just grabs the mic and like
Hey,
just did his
takes
shit,
over.
and he almost quit his job at the same time he did the freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker was gonna pay him for his freestyle, and that nigga was cool. I'm not gonna lie, like so me and
You
him
have to
had
let me hear
all-
something, bro.
So I was like, okay, look,
Ill Ran Close doesn't count out now.
I'm
iTunes, Google
they
Play.
asked me to
Amazon.
freestyle. I said
Close
no.
doesn't count as out
This
now.
motherfucker grabbed the
Gotcha,
mic so
gotcha.
confident. Shit. Oh, and the song is called Drowning. Mick Jenkins, Drowning. Like,
Okay.
it's stupid. Like,
See, I'm a guest though, so I just thought you would do it or whatever. Just
oh, he definitely
one
ain't
time.
do it on the spot though.
Look.
Nah, like I said, man, I could do it, but it's one of those things, kind of like, you know, coming back and tarnishing your image.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't come back.
Like Vince Carter ain't gonna get in the dunk contest in
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, I'm not on a good day, off record. Yeah, I might freestyle.
Yeah.
I do that from time to time when people doubt me enough to push me to a freestyle, but just to prove that I can, nah, I'm way past that, man.
So what's the right type of doubt though? Because I know that you may have some listeners out there,
it's
and
normally-
the question will come up.
It's normally people who think they can rap, like
So-
people who really think they can rap, and they just look at me like, "Oh, you too old," or some shit like that.
Oh, you sing R&B?
Yeah. Oh god
You do
damn.
like, ooh yeah.
Yo, we got that so much, dog. It was annoying, man.
I got that for years though.
They used to tell me and him that, like, man, you like y'all singing group.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, what a rapper look like?
Hey, bro, no homo, but you got that swag. Like, yeah, you would be trying to finesse some shit, bro.
You got that Trey Songz?
Yeah, you
Yes,
gonna try to
man.
finesse it, man.
I can't deny it, because that's what I was getting from a lot of people when in the middle of my grind of making mixtapes and freestyling and doing these, you know, open mics and shit like that. Like, because I would never say I'm a rapper, because I didn't like how that sounded in this day and age.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, I make music. Oh, you sing? Nah, bro, I don't sing.
Okay, so what advice would you have for somebody who's like up and coming or whatever, trying to find a way to make an entrance into like a career as an artist?
Well, there's a couple of simple things. One, overload the internet. Overload the internet, not just with you doing SoundCloud, but there's at least 3 or 4
Variation.
good websites that you can use to build your resume. So you do SoundCloud, you do Reverb Nation, you do Audio Mac, you do DatPiff for whatever. Drop your music and make sure it sounds good, because you could be the best rapper, best singer, and it doesn't sound good and nobody's gonna listen. Other than that, I would say that everything you want to know, you need to read it. Do not sit around and think that you're going to send a demo tape out or somebody's going to discover you because you rapping on the corner. Do not think that shit is it. You got to know what you're getting into. It ain't nothing but a Google search away. Yep. All you need to know about the music business by Donald Passman, get it on Amazon.
Yep.
Read it.
Yep.
And it's not a hard read. It's a good read. So even if you don't like books, if you know how to read, get that book. You'll read it. I promise you'll read it.
Yep. So
unless you just don't care.
So if somebody wants to get strategy or whatever and just make a quick phone call to, I guess, get advice, like off the record advice or whatever, whether it's in depth or whether it's just something quick, like, okay, well, what have you done so far? And get pointers to say, okay, this is what you do. What's the number that they call again?
Call 601-641-9474. Ask it on the show, and I'll answer it on the show.
Absolutely.
And it won't just be me. I'll call Jay Young. Y'all know my kinfolk, Jay Young. He hits the show regularly. 4 a.m. out now.
Yep.
He has a much, much bigger selection and catalog than I have, because I spend most of my time on other people's music, but that's neither here nor there.
Killing other people. I shine them on their own music like Fred was talking about earlier.
I be trying to make them sound good, man. That's all I do. But you call 601-641-9474. Leave us a voicemail, and we'll chop it up.
For sure. Hey, look on the reading aspect. Look, here go my reading recommendation to everybody who listens to this podcast. Read Who Moved My Cheese. Just read the book. Like, just goddamn. Like, wherever you are in your life right now, read Who Moved My Cheese, and you can thank me later.
I've seen that title.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
Yeah,
but I've seen
Dr. Spencer Johnson. Like,
that book has popped up in emails for a minute at the job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good book. And it's like 20 pages? It ain't long.
Yeah, it ain't long. It feel like 20 pages. I don't care how many pages it is. It feel like 20.
It ain't long.
It could be 400, but it feel like 20 for real.
It's a simple-ass story.
Yeah. It's just
and
like...
if you don't get it...
Yeah.
It's not to be gotten.
You gonna be him and Hawk.
You know, I say when
don't
the
even worry about
the teachers appear. If you read that book, you just ain't ready.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to tell you. You ain't ready. Yeah, man. So that's it, man. You want to wrap it up? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. We can go ahead and put the wrap on this one, man. Like some old leftovers. Oh, man. You can find me
in St. Louis rolling on dubs.
We do that like every other show. I'm on the Facebook. It's Ilran. Oh, you know what? We supposed to do the guest first.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on social media?
Well, fortunately, I'm only located in one spot right now, and it's by my whole real government name. Anthony.
Given name?
Yeah, my government. There you go. Let me rephrase that. I'm glad you corrected me, King.
This is in all caps. Then you're an LLC owned by the government, but that's for another story. That's for another show.
I'd never go LLC, and I'd never go all caps. So you can catch
it's
me
already done, man. It's on your birth certificate. But never mind. Keep going.
It doesn't matter, but that's where I'm
You are a corporation, but never mind. Keep going.
You have to treat it like that. No, but you can find me by my given name. First name Anthony, last name Frederick, Frederick, and it's on Yahoo only. Real simple, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That boy said on Yahoo only.
Yeah, Yahoo, Facebook, that's it. Google me.
Man, you gonna keep them people out of his business.
Yeah. Facebook only, bro. That's all I need.
Yeah, I'm on the Facebook as Ilran. I'm on the Instagram is Ilran, and I'm on the Twitter, the Twitterer.
Yeah.
It's ill_ran_is_back. And DJ,
Don't find me.
I'll find you.
You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.